guys, this is Katja with Creator's Image Studio. Today I'm sharing with you a wire-bound album with the Raining Cats and Dogs beautiful paper by Graphic 45. And this is about my mother's dog, who is called Nita. And she looks a bit like this. So here you see a keychain that I found which was perfect for this album, and I attached it to this wire binding here, which by the way I bound with a cinch. You could also use a bind it all or maybe some other binding tool. So let's open it up. So we start off with this sort of an interactive layout, and let me show you the papers. I used mainly the 8x8 inch paper pad, which I almost used completely, so there's very little left. I also used the 6x6 inch pad, the patterns and the solids from the same collection, and there's this journaling and ephemera card pack. And this is what you see here, for instance, and here as well. So they are 4x6 inch and 3x4 inch cards to use. So this is one here, little Brad. This is the chipboard pieces of the collection, the flowers from the collection. This is a cut apart from the paper line, and here I created a tag of my own. This is a wooden piece that I found somewhere. Great, right? And this is one of two 12x12 inch sheets that are not of this collection. And this is Bo Bunny's Happy Tales collection, and the sheet is called Paw Prints. Now this letter N here, let's zoom in a bit. Now as you can see, it's the letter N for Nita, and this is a little wooden letter that I found in one of our craft stores. So it's a complete alphabet made of wood, and I painted it and I stickled it, and I'm not sure if this shows on camera, but you can see both black and red and even some teal stickle or glitter glue actually shining through. So I made sure to combine these three colors. Now it was interactive, as I said, so you can open this up and there's room for some photos here. It closes with a magnet. A swivel tab here, it says Lucky Dog, it's from the collection. I'm calling this album Lucky Dog, by the way, so here you see why. So here is room for photos, and you can do a photo here as well. And then there's room for a large photo mat here, which I will add. Now what we see here is a little paw that I found, again, sort of a keychain that I attached to a piece of ribbon here. And that ribbon is attached to this swivel tab. Now here's room for a picture, and still more room for pictures here, both here, here and here. Here's a double flat page, you can do some journaling here. Open this up, room for pictures or even some journaling here. This closes with a magnet, and then there's a large flap. Again, more room for pictures, and look at this gorgeous scrap mat. You know, I call this paper piecing that I'm always doing scrap mats, because I'm matting my paper with scraps. And there's a how-to video, you can check that out if you want to know how I get these to fit precisely onto my paper. Now here's a pocket page, a room for still some more photos. Now this I have not attached because I'm still thinking about maybe doing some brads or some other embellishment that goes through the paper, so I have to do that before I attach this. This opens up, so still more room for photos, and then it opens up like that. And here, of course, room for pictures. And this is closed up by a magnet. I will get back to you after I'm showing you this in the same video, because I'm going to do a walkthrough again, but with pictures, so then you will see the entire thing finished. But I like to show you this without pictures first, so you get an idea, especially of the paper line and the things you can do with it. Now this page has flaps that are tied closed with a bow. So open it up like this and this, and you could do a small picture here, some larger pictures here, and a 4x6 picture here. And again, room for a large photo mat, which I will add. Here it says all you need is love and a dog. and love is a four-legged word. Both are from the journaling and ephemera cards pack. This is a pocket page again because this is one large pocket. And I attached one of the cut-aparts from the collection, so you have a little journaling spot here. And here it says home is where my dog is, which I really liked. Now this looks a bit odd maybe, but this is meant as a photo mat, so you will see that in the second half of this video, what I made of this. For now, there's a tassel here, so you can open this magnetized closure up. Here I printed a nice little text, a sentiment. It says, my dog does this amazing thing where she just exists and makes my whole life better because of it. Which I found a really nice sentiment. And here are 3 photo mats, which I will show you with pictures later. Close with a magnet. Again, a magnetized closure, but this time a smaller flap here. And let's zoom in a bit. So here I used some rub-on letters to write Nita. It's a little cut apart from the paper line. A little wooden doghouse, very, very cute. This is a sort of a wooden fence die, or a die cut actually, that I cut from the design paper. And I die cut some leaves here for some extra embellishment. So I did a tiny little layout there. So let's open it up. It's a magnetized closure. So there we go, room for pictures. This will become a layout, so I haven't embellished it for now. No decorations yet, but there will be, as you will see in the second half of this video. Now here is another flap assembly. First there's this journaling card that I use 4x6, and it closes with a magnet. So open it up, so you have room for a picture here and here, of course. This one is kept closed. Again, all you need is love and a dog with a swing tab. So you can open this up like so, more room for pictures, and then there's another flap. So still more room for pictures. And then the final page. Now this is a really fun closure because you can take it off in its entirety. So it keeps it closed and you can take it off. So it's magnetized, so you can enjoy the back of this lovely double-sided little envelope tag. It works like this. So you can do a little journaling here. You can even do some journaling here, or put a tiny little picture even if you wish. And then you can do some journaling here. So this fits into here, and this is from the tags and pockets sheet from this collection, and I magnetized the whole thing, so it just keeps my doorlets closed. I'm very pleased with this. Okay, so let's open these doorlets up, and there is room for pictures. You could do 2 here and 1 large here, or just do some embellishing here, or even some journaling. And then the final page, which is the inside back cover. There's a large pocket here. These are all cut apart. There is the little paw print here on the background again, the paw print sheet. I did some a punched border here. And then here, let's close up again. I did a little charm assembly. So there's a piece of chain, there's a little dog here, there's a dog bone, and here a little heart that says I love my dog, and of course my handmade charm. So this is an entire free swinging charm piece that I created. And you may have seen these kinds of things before in my albums. I really like to do some charms and some basic jewelry techniques. So let's close it up so to see the back of the album. And this is the second sheet, the 12 by 12 inch sheet that is not the Graphic 45 collection, but this is Basic Gray's Max and Whiskers collection. And this is the Tiger sheet. All right, now as for the front, which I didn't do the details, I think. Here's Nita again, and I stickled it with the 3 colors that I used on the little letter N on the inside, so the teal and the red and the black. And then here I glazed the little umbrella. And of course there's a little dog and a little paw print. And these letters here, I forgot to tell you, are little, I think it's wood, but very thin letters like these. So painted these, glitter glued them, stuck them on, and there you have it. This also helped to cover up the cats that were lying here, because I wanted to focus more on the dogs, of course, so this is a nice way to cover that up. Alright, let's move on to the second walkthrough, but this time with pictures, and this is the final version of the album. And here we go. I added a lot of pictures, so you can see it's become a bit more bulky. So let's open it up. And let's start off with this first few pages. I added a little snap card actually for the project life. And I'll put the brand and the name below. So here is the Anita as a little puppy. I added a little die cut border here. Added some flowers. Well, I will stop talking. And to give you an idea of how you could embellish this album, just look at all the flowers and adornments that I added. Remember this when I first showed you? It looked a bit odd, right, with the simple black rectangle in the middle. But here you see what I did with it. I used that black rectangle as a photo mat, so you have a photo here with a small black border, and then I added a complete layout. Again, this page, it was a simple, unadorned page when I first showed you. And now I created a layout. Lots of florals here, flowers, die-cut leaves and branches. yeah, this was my album. I hope you enjoyed this design. There is a tutorial waiting for you in my Etsy shop. It is of course a tutorial for a wire-bound album, and I did my best to create new page designs for you. So you'll need mostly 8x8 inch papers. I used the Graphic 45 Raining Cats and Dogs collection. Now Graphic 45 is maybe an ideal brand to use for this design of album, because I designed mine to specifically fit all their ephemera packs and tags and flowers and all kinds of extras and embellishments. They also have these signature page designs that I always love. So both the size and the page design of this album is specifically suited for Graphic 45 collections. However, you could of course use other brands as well. Just be creative and enjoy this design. So I'll put the link to my Etsy shop and this album specifically in the description box. Check out my blog and I will see you next time. Thank you. Bye bye.